And today, in the next half of the session, we are going to see something important, the most confusing part in your question paper. What is the most confusing part in your question paper, children? Is there any guess? Okay. As you are doing your exams in Google Forms now, you have 40 questions to be written, whereas your reading comprehension part is little difficult. But when it comes to your board examination point of view, you have to be more busy over there. You'll get 2 factual passages which goes for 2 or 3 paragraphs, complete paragraphs. You have to sit and read that. So the topic in the next half of the session which you are going to see is, it is the difficulties in reading comprehension and how to overcome that. What we are going to do now, the difficulties which you get in reading comprehension, how we are going to overcome that. Let us see the first thing, factual passage. And you know that the passage which is given for you is a factual passage. What's the meaning of the word factual passage, children? So it is a passage of a real life event, or it is true, where you can say that things will not be real. Okay, it will not be untrue over there. You can see a fact will be expressed, or a reality will be expressed, or the things which is happening will be expressed. Nothing can be unreal over here. That is the reason why the passage in reading comprehension which is given to you, it is called as a factual passage. Let us get into the video step by step now, and I'm going to provide you some clues, tricks, okay, the way when you attend a reading comprehension. So this factual passage, if you find it difficult to understand, you can do one thing, children. When you find it difficult to understand, you will get lot many questions in your mind. How to solve it, how to go through the things, and when you find a big passage, really you will be in a chaos over there. You will be in a confusion. How to read this, ma'am? Such a long passage, okay? And what you can do here is, don't read each and every word of the passage. If you are going to do like that, for sure I can tell you, you will become bored. You will not have any interest of reading things. And there are some students who can tell me, who can just challenge me, ma'am, I am a student who can read each and every word in the passage and I can understand it. Better go ahead, okay? It is good. Better go ahead. I'll be happy for you. But the students, those who don't have the interest of reading the passage, what I can tell you is, don't read each and every word. If you are going to read like that, at one point you will lose your concentration, and you can see that literally you will become switched off. Switched off in the sense, you will start thinking the things which is happening around you, and you will come out of the point of examination and you will go into an imaginative world. Yes, if you are going to read the passage word by word, at one point you will get bored. Yes, this is what I can tell you. Don't do that if you are not interested. What you have to do is, instead, you have to read the passage. You have to get the gist of the passage. What you have to do? You have to get the gist of the passage. What is the meaning of this word gist? I am not using any new word over here. What is the meaning of the word gist? Gist is nothing but the summary of the passage, the content which is given. Okay, the content of the passage, what it is being given over there. When you identify the content, what is given over there, then the passage becomes easy for you. Don't read. What is the first idea I have given you, children? Don't read each and every word. Finally, come to a conclusion of what is given over there. Identify the summary of the passage. What the passage is trying to explain you, or how it is being explained, that you have to get. Next, when you do like this, first avoid the word and phrases which is not understandable. Really, it is a good point, no, children? What you have to do is, you have to avoid the words and phrases which is not understandable. Once you are going to squeeze your mind over there, squeeze your brain over there, what is this word? What is this phrase? I could not understand this. It is not understandable. Then there will be no use. Yes. And here you can see that in the next slide, you have to focus on keywords. Keywords is something important. Keywords, you can find that when you focus on keywords, it will give you an idea of the content. You would have heard this word, keyword, from your science teacher. If these key points are going to be there in your paper, you'll be awarded with marks. You'll get good marks. You have to identify such keywords. And those keywords will help you to arrive into a conclusion of what this passage is. When you come across the keywords, you'll get to know what the passage is about. Am I right, children? Yes. Next, when you are ready with the keywords, the other technique which I can tell you is, you can adapt an approach over here. What is this approach? Is there any approach do you have to read the reading comprehension passage? Do you have any such approach or a trick, children? Okay. If you have any approach like that, just you can follow it, but see to that it should be useful. The approach which I am going to tell you is, you can see here, this is called as the bottom-up approach. What is called as bottom-up approach? Bottom-up approach is nothing but where you read the questions first, then you'll come to read the passage. Yes, how many of you do this? I can see many of you are having a bright smile in your face. Yes. Yes, we too have crossed your generation, children. Like, we were children like you in 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard, +1, +2. Yes. Okay, we have also taken school. So this is called as bottom-up approach. Bottom-up approach is nothing but you have to read the questions. When you read the questions, after reading the questions, when you read the passage, you can find that it will be easy for you to cull out the answers, to pick out the answers from the passage. How many of you follow this trick? Yes, there are good number who follows this tricks. So you can see that questions will help you to easily get the answers. It will be easy for you to get the answers or not? Okay. When you adapt this approach, I can tell you one thing, that this approach is going to create your interest. If you are less interested, you can't do anything. And if you are interested, you can achieve things. That is a saying, yes, no, children, and it happens in reality also. So, once you come into a conclusion, ma'am, this passage I could not read and I could not understand it, ma'am. Read the questions. When you read the questions, then you can read the passage. From the questions, you can identify the answers. You can pick out the answers from the passage. So this is what. And focus on the content. That is very important, children. How you are going to identify the content? How you are going to make it known? That is really important. And here, I would like to tell you one more thing. Reading comprehension, it is not like a book which you are going to read in the exams. So, you have to focus on the content. Don't get deviated. If you find that the passage is difficult, don't switch off your brain and don't get into an imaginative world. It is wrong, okay? It is not good. Some of you will do that. When you feel that the passage is not interesting, you will completely switch off your mind. You will feel that you are not in your examination hall and you start thinking something different. It's not good, children. Try to focus on the content. Again and again, read the passage. You just fix your timing. This is what the timing which I am going to read the passage. Let me complete it. 15 minutes. I am going to read it first. Then I am going to read the other part which is given in the question paper. You have to fix timing like this. And you have to be focused. And now what I am going to tell you is, Once you focus on the content, once you find the keywords, you can easily understand the paragraph. Is it right, children? Next, a reading comprehension, there will be a direction. What is the direction called as? It will be given like, read the given passage carefully and answer the questions given below. What is the direction? Read the questions carefully. Sorry, children, read the passage carefully and answer the questions given below. So what you have to do first? You have to read the passage carefully. Only then you can find out the answer for the questions. If not, no one can help you to get the answers. And once this is over, I'm going to give you some examples of passages. How a passage will be in your paper. A passage can be in a question format, or a passage can be in a direct format where you get direct answers from the passages. No need to think a lot. Okay, and you can find that derived. What is the meaning of this word derived, children? When you come into a conclusion of what could happen, derivation of things, you will derive a sum, you will derive an equation. Like that, the paragraph will have a conclusion. It will have an outcome over there. That should be there. That sort of passages, you can find it. If you find a question type of passage that is different in nature, and when it is going to be a direct form of paragraph, what is called direct form of paragraph? Direct form of paragraph is nothing but you can find it, answers will be there and derived. You have to come into a conclusion. This might be the answer. This might be the outcome. Such a passages you can find. And analytical. What is called analytical, children? Yes, when you are going to give data. Yes, that is called analysis, analytical form. When you are provided with data, that is called analytical form. And be careful when it comes to the type of analytical form, you have to be clear with the questions. Yes, this is not that much easy, children. Analytical form of passage is not that much easy. When you compare all this type of paragraphs, you can find that which will be the easiest passage for you. The direct passage. Direct is nothing but you can get the answers in an easiest way. You can find the answers in an easiest way. If it is going to be like a derived passage, you need lot more concentration to read the passage. And when it comes to the analytical point of view, be clear with the data which is given over there. So these are the ideas which I can give you. And one more thing, children, to make it clear, I have given you a reading comprehension for PA2 that you will not understand it from one reading. You have to read it again and again. Only then you can come into a solution. So the passage which I have given for you is a kind of derivative passage. The questions present over there is also, you can't find any direct answers from the passage. You have to derive the answers. You have to find out the answers. Is it clear for you? Read the passage carefully, which is given in PA2 exams. And as I insisted you, have a stipulated time to read the passage. Reading comprehension, have a stipulated time. This is what the time I'm going to fix to read the passage. Then you can start answering the questions. Is it clear for your children? Do your exam well, be on time and complete the exam well. This time, I want you all to get good marks. Best score from you. Fix your targets and do the exams well. Meet you after PA2 exams, children. Thank you. Bye-bye.